Yo, what is up guys, it's FullySpaced, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a futuristic styled house. This is going to look more of a hotel kind of styled by the end of it. It's not got many rooms to it, it basically has no rooms to it. However, if I was going to build a proper hotel, I could extend this build into more circles and that look really similar to this, and they kind of extend into towers. However, just for the interior it kind of looks more like a modern hotel. However, there's no rooms, so I probably wouldn't build it like this if you're going to build it into your own style bedroom. Just kind of wanted it to fit in with that. So I'm going to tell you what happens here. I basically built a giant circle. You start with 3, go 2, then 1, then another 2, then 3, and you kind of do that the whole way around. If you need help doing circles, obviously I always recommend using the reference image from Google, which is the circle image from Minecraft. Basically type Minecraft circle image, it will give you the image, and you can build this however you want. You can make this huge if you want. Once you've done this, you basically want to start from one corner and increase the glass box up by 1, and every time you get to 4, so you increase by 1, then you go 2, then you go 3, then you go 4, and when you get it to 4 you want to lift up the block every time by 1, so that the glass is always 4 high and it will always be 1 block above the other glass, so you get this kind of massive slope that heads up all the way to the top there. And then you basically repeat this design on the middle, which I've done as well. So you've got this lifting up design on the top, which gives this really slanted build, and then you've got it in the middle as well to kind of balance it out and just give it more of a nice detailed effect. Then thought maybe filling it in would be a good idea. If you've seen my previous abstract house, you will see that I made a really similar design to this and actually filled the roof in and made it into a full house. This one looks a bit different. I'm actually really loving the futuristic design recently, so I've been playing around with a lot with these. A mix of the concrete and Ikea wood, to me, looks absolutely beautiful, so that's what I'm using in this build. As you can see here, I started playing around with this glass ceiling and came up with this sort of design. Didn't really like it in the end, so cleared out the glass ceiling, kept it completely hollow, and just continued working with what I had there. From what I had here, I basically just cleared it out, put a nice little layer in for the top and a layer in for the bottom. So we've got bottom floor and we've got top floor. The top floor is going to be where you can kind of lounge about on some sun lounges, catch some sun, and on the bottom floor is like a little desk reception area. Obviously it's not big enough to be a hotel, so you could change the bottom into whatever you want. If you're playing in survival, just put your essentials and things down there, and you can build the top into whatever you want. Or you could even build this base down into the ground as well, so you've got a massive silo looking futuristic base that even heads down into the ground. That might be a possible build for me to do soon. So you can head it down into the ground, you can have a mine and everything down there. It would look really cool. It would be a really nice idea as well. I built this nice little slanted staircase out of slabs and normal blocks just to get this really nice little design that kind of brings you up to this build, gives it a nice feel to it, and really just layers it out and gives you a nice access point to the front door. Then just filled in the top and bottom, obviously with the Ikea wood that I was talking about. And then I started to think, right, I've got the basic foundation of this build down. It's rather looking quite plain at the moment. It's very nice, it's not quite there. So I just need to fill it in with a bit of foliage and just give it a bit more detail around it. So I ended up coming up with a nice little bush design that I ended up using all the way around. So I actually kind of expanded this whole build. And use leaves all the way around it, kind of looking like it's been overgrown for quite some time, or it's just kind of a nice little ribbon kind of thing that kind of wraps around. Later on I do add 2 fence posts to kind of look like they're being held up, and it looks like it's kind of wrapped around the building, and it really does give off this nice look. However, this could also be like an abandoned futuristic build, something that's been wiped out from a place, and then you come along and you find this overgrown build. However, you can make it whatever you want. Obviously, you can add so much lore to your builds, and that is a key thing when building. Adding lore to builds is definitely something that really gives you a nice vibe or style ideas. It always just helps to give a nice bit of lore to it, or something that you think it could be. So giving it something like being left overgrown or something like that really just fills in the blanks. So when you come across it, you think, oh, that's what it looks like, or you intend it to look like that. So obviously then people can see it like that when you explain it, or when you showcase it. So obviously I've come up with this little design and then added these 2 fence poles in at the front there, and it looks like a giant ribbon that's kind of wrapped around this base. Just for the hell of it, I purely went over to this ravine that I saw, covered it in complete glass, and then filled it in with water from the top layer, so it looks like you have one of those infinite pools. Not really sure why I did this. I just saw this ravine and thought, well, you know what, I'm going to take the opportunity to do this right next to one of my modern builds. So as you see, I fill it all in with glass, hit the water bucket, put it all on the top layer underneath the overhang, and then just fill it in with some slabs, and you get this nice little infinite pool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I'm going to head over to first person and explain a bit more. Yeah, and I'll see you in a sec. So now we're in first person. As you can see here, we're outside the front of the futuristic build. There's a lot going on around the side, so we'll just have a quick look. We've got a lot of leaves kind of wrapping around. It kind of looks like it's a bit of an old abandoned one, or you've just kind of got a lot of outside foliage that hasn't really been cleaned up. It also gives it a lot of detail to just add it there. Stops the back looking so plain. So I've decided to use that instead. And then we come up these nice little staircases here, or the staircase here made of slabs and just normal blocks. You come to your main door, which has got a glass pane, 2 glass panes on each side, kind of look like these sliding out doors. And then you come inside, you've got your 2 little desks here, well, 2 little sofas, you've got a desk here, kind of looks like a reception area. You've got these flowers that take you upstairs, and there's just a few flowers on the way up this staircase. And then you head up to your top level, which I haven't really decorated too much this build. So we've just got a nice little lounging area up here, so you can lounge about up in the sun. Obviously there is no roof to this place, so it does make for a really cool, interesting futuristic roof, or just some sort of modern roof. But the downstairs looks really cool, definitely a modern interior design. I could definitely add more of these circle builds and then just kind of extend it into a giant hotel. That could be a possibility. Just purely for this video, I've made a single kind of futuristic house. Obviously I could turn it into a house, but I kind of made it into more of a little hotel without any rooms, surprisingly. So there's a lot you can do with this build, so I'm going to leave you guys with a showcase, but I hope you guys are enjoying this content. Sorry I haven't uploaded in 2 days. I've been quite busy. I'm trying to get as much done as possible for you guys, so I hope everything is cool on that end. If you guys want to see any content, just leave a comment down below and I'll get around to doing something around that if I like the idea. And yeah, I hope you guys are all enjoying the content. If you're subscribed already, thank you very much. If you're not, please consider subscribing, as we are absolutely smashing our way up the subscriber numbers. It's been absolutely crazy and I can't thank you guys enough. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys soon. I'm going to leave you with a showcase, and yeah, bye.